What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of A Key with Kioshi. I am your host, Kioshi, and today we have an icon in the building. Okay, she's amassed over 1 million subscribers all together on both of her YouTube channels. She, too, is in the business of reacting to music, movies, TV shows, and more. She's oh so gorgeous. Okay, she's our internet mom. She is Ashley Ippolito.
Woo!
Please tell me I pronounced it right.
Yes, you did perfect.
Okay,
you did absolutely perfect. No notes.
Because I didn't even ask you. I was like, I'm just gonna go with my what I think.
You're like, I mean, honestly, whatever you pronounced, though, I probably would have been like, yeah, no, that's right. Like, that's my new last name.
Oh my god.
To be fair, like that's not my name.
Well,
but you were so kind. Oh my goodness, that introduction. I need you to like be at my apartment every day and just hype me up like that.
I got you. But I've been watching you for many years, so this is just yet another full circle moment for me. Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh my god, of course. I feel so honored when you approached me and you're like, hey, you want to come on? I was like, duh. Like, let's get this in the books. Let's get it to work out because we need this.
Well, you are the internet mom. I'm internet auntie. I claim it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Rich auntie who brings all the presents during the holidays. Yes, I love it.
Rich auntie with no children, just a puppy. Shout out to Romeo.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Romeo. Romeo's a baby though.
I know. I'm gonna have a child forever. They don't tell you that when you get puppies.
They don't, or like how they actually like are toddlers, basically.
My vet was like, "You're gonna have a 2-year-old for the rest of your life." I was like, "Oh."
Like, where was that on the papers? Like when I adopted, like what?
So yes, I definitely do have a child. You have a puppy too, right?
I do at my mom's house. Now that I moved out, I don't have any animals. I mean, that might change. Thinking of getting a little kitty cat, but I'm also like,
oh my goodness.
I don't know if I want. Yeah, like I just don't know though if I'm ready for that because like I want to travel, do this, do that, and I'm like, ooh, that's kind of a big responsibility.
Absolutely, yeah. We have to. You have to buy boarding over here when I want to go places. I have to make sure my child is okay. It's a bill. Just make sure it's a bill. You're signing up for comfort and a bill. Okay.
Literally. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I have my little puppy at home. His name's Milo. He just had a birthday actually in April, so he's like 8 or 9.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm like, he's kind of becoming an old man. I'm like, ooh, let me get you your walker,
I love it. I want to know how you got started because I do not know that. We've talked a lot, but I didn't know how you started your channel. So what started your YouTube journey?
Well, it's kind of funny with my YouTube journey personally because I feel like a lot of people who do YouTube, it's just something that I was constantly watching and participating in as a viewer, especially when I was younger. I didn't have like a ton of friends. Middle school was real rough. We got bullied, whole 9 yards. And so after I graduated high school, I had my little retail job and I just didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. So I thought as a hobby, like I'll just start YouTube and just kind of see where it goes. And it's so funny when I think back to it because I think like the first month or two when I was uploading, I like could not get past 10 subscribers like to save my life.
Me. We were talking to absolutely no one. Shout out to our people. Shout out to those 10, 15 people that were there in the beginning. I know exactly who y'all are too. Shout out to y'all.
Literally. I'm like, you guys are actually the real heroes in this situation. But I was having the hardest time. And so I remember the exact conversation I had with my mom. We went out to dinner one night and she was just like, you can't give up, even if it's just something for fun and no one watches it, like you enjoy it. It's a good creative outlet. Just keep going. And so I did. And then I started seeing that people were doing like reaction videos. And at the time I didn't know that was a thing.
Right.
I was like, you can talk about music and like this, that, whatever. And people will watch. Bitch, okay, like I'm doing that anyway, so I might as well make content. So I think one of the first ones I posted was to Fifth Harmony, and that just kind of like started the channel. And then my retail job, the one that I was working at, the store was closing down, and they were like, we can move you to a different store, or you can just quit, like whatever you want to do. And at that point, I was like, well, I might as well try.
Right.
I might as well just give it my all. If it doesn't work out, like maybe I'll have that as a backup I can go back to. But thankfully, it worked out. And I
Girl,
don't have to
did
do
it?
retail anymore.
Did it work out? Listen, I love that for you. Well, everybody that I talk to who like does reactions and stuff, all of us are trying. We enjoy what we do, but we're all trying to pivot and maybe like try different things, do different things. A lot of us have been doing it for years. Again, we enjoy it. It can get a little monotonous though. It can get a little,
yeah.
So I wanted to know, is there any direction you might want to go in next? Maybe something that you're working on, even if it's not solidified. Is there anything you're like interested in outside of reactions?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in more so just even like interviewing or just getting to know like more behind the scenes of what goes on, like with album rollouts or movies, TV. Like, I think that would just be a really cool opportunity to even like go to these festivals and just talk to people.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would be the next step personally for me.
You want to be one?
I'm down for anything.
Do you want to be one of those people on the street with the mics, like,
hey, yeah, come over here and talk to me?
Oh no! We're not trying to catch a lawsuit. No. God no.
Okay, hold on. Pause. Romeo, what are you doing? My God.
Icon.
Yes,
an actual child.
I'm a working mother. Do you see this?
It's so good though.
For everybody watching with us on Patreon, say hello to my child.
Hi, baby. I'm not. I mean, I'll watch, but like, say hi too. Hey, legend.
I turned my back for 2 seconds and he was into something on the floor. So just sit here, okay?
I'm not surprised to hear that. That's just anything with animals.
It's so
mischievous.
Every time I think my room is clean, dude. Every time. He finds something to put in his mouth. And it's just a never ending. And now he's just...
He's like, what? Me? Little me? I would never.
He's like, what did I do? Why am I in punishment? You know what you did. Okay. So today's episode is all about advice, Big Sister edition. This is what Ashley chose from the list of topics I sent her. So remember when I told you guys, you never know who's going to be answering your questions. So you gotta participate. So we got a lot of questions from like my Instagram story. We also have some anonymous ones that we're going to go through. We're just going to answer you guys' questions today, try to give you a little bit of advice, but keep in mind, we are not professionals. We are not licensed.
Again, not trying to catch a lawsuit.
No, we kind of want to make it to season 2. So do not take this, take this with a grain of salt and you know, we're not therapists. So we are going to give you the best advice we can. Okay, let's start with this one. How do I accept how I look?
Good Lord. We're starting off strong, baby.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, personally, I think accepting the way that you look, I don't think it's a 1, 2, 3, and then you're done situation. I think that's something that goes on your entire life as you age, you grow, go through different situations. But I mean, I think the best thing though for accepting on how you look is more so focusing on who you are as a person and how you make others feel, because once you like start focusing on that positive energy and that glow, you know, is going to come out.
Right.
And it really affects, I feel like, the way you present yourself into the world.
Absolutely. Because it's like, I like to say, I'm like, attractive people are good people.
Yeah.
If you're a good person, it just comes through in your personality and like your aura, and people feel good around you. So like, there's always going to be people who are hyper focused on vanity, and we've all been very conditioned by society to believe that certain things are attractive and other things aren't. But like, as long as you are a kind person, as long as you treat people well, you're attractive. I promise.
Exactly.
Exactly. Far more attractive.
I can even tell you like how many times I remember in high school one time I sat next to this boy in biology, And he wasn't my type per se, like I didn't find him attractive in that way. But like every day, we would just talk and we would laugh. And I literally it was almost like a K-drama. I turned to look at him like slow motion. And I was like, wait a minute, I find you attractive.
Literally. That's how it goes. Because you're far more attractive than the conventionally attractive people who are horrible people.
Yeah.
Means absolutely nothing. I'm telling
literally.
You.
Oh my God.
And I'd say if it's like a feature type of thing, if it's just like one part of yourself that you like don't find attractive, I would play with that. Like for me, it was my tummy. So I started wearing crop tops. So I could see just a little bit of my tummy every day or whatever day I was wearing it. So you're like, oh, hey girl, she's cute. Just
true.
Yeah. Show them a little bit of extra love if it's like a feature thing. But other than that, be a good person, baby. You are fine. You are perfectly fine the way that you are.
Promise. Auntie and mommy got you. Don't worry.
Absolutely. Oh no, there's so many hard questions. You want a nice question or you want a hard question?
Ooh, well now I'm curious though. I'm like, what's the hard one?
Now this rough. Well, let's just do this one. Help me come out to my extremely religious family.
Okay.
Are you queer? I didn't ask
No.
that. Okay. You want me to take the reins?
Yeah, I'm like, maybe that's you. I'll be in the corner with my little flag just cheering you on.
Okay. I did not come out until I was like 25.
Wow.
At least not to my family. Like in college, all my friends knew. Like I identified as queer. Now I identify as bisexual. It was a whole journey. It was a whole journey. My mom is also very Christian, so I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified. What I want you to consider and think about, it sucks that you have to think about it. Are they overtly religious to the point that they might kick you out? Because I don't know how old you are. I don't know what your circumstances are or if you would have anywhere else to go. Unfortunately, that is something that I think you should take into consideration. Because if they're going to kick you out and you have no other options, it doesn't make you any less of you. You just know your circumstances. Keep yourself safe until you can get to a place where you can be completely yourself. If you feel like they're not going to kick you out, then I would just, it's going to be a hard conversation any way you cut it. Like there's no really right way to be like, oh, hey, I'm this, blah, blah. Sit them down, let them know that you care about them. Let them know how scary this is for you. And like, for real, because I feel like parents don't usually think about that. It's like, oh, it's just the topic of the conversation. You know how hard it was for me to get to this point to even tell you. Make sure that they're aware of that, and then go for it. And remind them again. I don't know how young you are, but obviously you came to this conclusion. It's who you are, and ask them to respect it. If they don't respect it, then you don't have to have these types of conversations with them ever again.
Period.
At least,
babes, you'll have your chosen family and they'll accept you for whoever you are.
Absolutely.
Promise.
Absolutely. And yeah, just remember and understand that regardless of whether or not they accept you, everything about you is valid. Do not question yourself for a second, and don't blame yourself for the outcome, regardless of what it is,
I think that was great. No notes.
Listen, I was like, I'm the eldest of 4 children. Okay, so I'm a built-in big sister, so.
I love that though. And honestly, being the eldest daughter, oh God, that's a job in itself.
Oh girl, the trauma I have.
Oh God. I'm like, that's a whole other podcast. That's season 2 right there.
Listen, that's why I don't want kids. I've raised them. I get the gist.
Same. That was me with my sister. I'm like, because we're 10 years apart, so I kind of was like a mom.
Oh my God, me and Zion are 10 years apart. That's crazy.
Period. Exactly. So I get you. I totally get you.
But yes, be careful, baby. Just think about yourself, because there's been too many instances in which I've talked to kids and they've been like, yeah, I came out to my parents and now they're kicking me out. and they have nowhere to go, and
Yeah.
they're like 15, 16 years old, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's just keep yourself safe at that point. Like, it sucks, but you have your entire life at the same time too, to
Absolutely.
be with the people that you love. Just do what is best for you right at the moment.
Mm-hmm. For sure,
So.
for sure. Oh, this one's cute. I have a crush on my friend, but I don't want to ruin our friendship. Thoughts?
Oh God, that's always so hard. That's so. I need more details.
That's what I'm saying. It was so short. That was it. They were just like, I have a crush on my friend, but I don't want to ruin things.
So I'm like, how long has the friendship been going on? Are you
Right.
guys the same gender? Like, what's the situation?
Right. I'm gonna give. Do you have a blanketed statement?
I mean, my thing always, because I definitely have been in this situation. I've had people in my life who've been in this situation. And for the most part, I feel like people say that it just doesn't work out if it is a long-term friendship. Like, they almost wish that they hadn't done it.
No.
But I don't know if that's just, I don't know if that's just like the people though that I've been in my life, because every experience is different. Every relationship is different. I mean, no matter what though, it is a tough situation to be in because you don't want to lose what you have, but then it's also like, well, look what you could gain.
Absolutely. And I feel like some of the best relationships are built on excellent friendships.
Right.
So I've done this. So
yes, come on, life advice. Come on, experience.
I've done this. I made it perfectly clear that regardless of whether or not they reciprocated the feelings, I know how to be a platonic friend. We've been platonic friends this entire time. So it's not going to, will it sting a little bit? Maybe in the moment. I'm kind of cold-hearted. You might not be like me. So so I've been rejected a shit ton. I don't care. Like, it's a part of life. Like, in my mind, I know it hits people harder than others, especially if it's a friend and they're like, oh, I don't see you that way. But you guys didn't establish that in the beginning, so it's okay. Yeah. It's okay if they say that they don't feel the same. Make sure that they know that you prioritize the friendship over everything else. Word. You guys were friends first. You can continue to be friends afterwards. If they do reciprocate the feelings, they're gonna have a good time. But like, if they don't, then don't worry about it. But before you tell them, just be like, dude, like, we're friends. I care about you in this way first and foremost before I say anything else. Make sure that they're very, very aware. And very aware that you still want to be friends regardless of the outcome. If you don't want to be friends regardless of the outcome,
then babe, there's your answer right there.
Yeah, for real. Like, just be like, okay, well, I like, or if you like them too much to be friends, that's also a thing. I feel like
you need space. I'm like, we need more info.
Yeah, you might need
like,
space.
It's rough. That was hard. I mean, that's why I was also like, if you guys haven't been like best friends for super long, then at that point you don't really have anything to lose. Like, you might as well go for it. Because you never know. You never know. And I agree, like, on the whole topic of, like, the best relationships have, like, a friend base to it. Like, you should be dating your best friend.
Yeah.
In some sort of way. Yeah.
That's a whole discourse on Twitter right now. It's like, you can't be friends if you like each other. You can't be friends if you had sex. I'm like, who said that?
Like, listen, I know from experience, y'all are lying. Y'all
no,
shit.
No, very that. Very, very, very that.
That's the thing. Some people just need to go out and live who are on Twitter. I'm like, y'all, go touch some grass. It's not that serious. It's not that deep.
There's a new think piece every day. I'm like, do y'all not get tired?
Literally, I'm like, y'all thinking this much could not be me. Could not be me.
Alrighty. Well, good luck to you, baby. It'll be okay regardless. Okay, don't stress it. Just go with what you're feeling. I'm trying to do like transitions.
Oh, you're good. You're so much better than me because I would have been like, all right, next one.
Oh my God. Okay, next question. Oh God. How do I deal with a toxic parent? I think she knows she is and doesn't really care.
Oh my God. The Warriors are going through it.
No, my babies. I love them so much.
Damn. I'm like, we just need one big internet hug right now.
Absolutely.
Like, we need a good cry session because
Absolutely.
this is crazy.
Toxic. Well, I have that too, but you go first. Go ahead.
Oh, we all know Queen of Daddy Issues. What's up?
Listen, you the queen. What's after the queen? Princess? I'm the princess of Daddy Issues.
Oh my god, I hate that for us. Why do we have so much in common?
We've experienced a lot. This is what makes us funny.
No, literally. I saw a meme the other day where it's like, I can't go to therapy because what if they fix my funny? And I'm like, wait.
Not fix my funny.
It's like, that's kind of true. Wait. Ooh, ouch.
Oh my god.
Anyway, but when it comes to toxic parents, I think it's so hard to give like a general statement just because every situation is so incredibly different.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for the most part, something that I've learned through my own journey is you can't let these people completely control your life or your emotions.
Yeah.
And you have to set some sort of a boundary at a certain point if it's going to be affecting your mental health as much as it can. I think the best thing that you can do is also just learn, like, yeah, this is a parent, this is someone who brought you into the world, but that doesn't mean that you have to be putting up with this relationship or this behavior just because of that.
Absolutely.
You know, kind of on the topic again of like a chosen family, there are so many people out there who are going to love you and treat you with respect. First off, let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
And be so much better for you. And kind of going back to the other question as well, I mean, I'm assuming they're young, maybe, like they're still living in the house.
Gotta be.
So it's like, until you can leave and like get that situation for yourself, like just do what's going to keep you safe. Make sure you have a roof over your head, but work towards where you can get out and you don't have to deal with that anymore.
Mm-hmm. I'm no contact with my father.
Same.
And that was the boundary that I needed for my mental health.
Same.
Because I definitely tried. To have conversations and be brutally honest and vulnerable and open and tell him exactly how I was feeling. And his response was, "You're not going to make me feel bad." So that went the way girl.
I mean, mine flat out was just like, you know, in defense of all his actions, he basically was just like, well, I wasn't ready to be a father. So
okay, sir.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I wasn't ready to be brought into the world. Now what? Now you look like a fool.
So ridiculous. Like, yeah. So it got to a point where my therapist was like, yeah, you need to stop talking to him. And it was one of the most difficult things I had to do because I love my dad, but I love him from over here. I refuse to I refuse to engage with this version of him. I tried to get him into therapy. I tried to get him to talk and like be open, because I also, you got to remember our parents, like they're people too. He's experienced a lot of shit that he just simply hasn't healed from, and that's not my responsibility. You know, you're projecting all of that onto me, and I don't deserve that. He could not take responsibility for his actions. It was very, very dismissive, very defensive, like you said. So there was just no point in me engaging anymore. So I cut the cord. For the foreseeable future. So like
same.
So like if that's something you feel like you have to do, if you feel like a conversation would be if a conversation would be received, maybe you can have one. But if you know your mama better than me. So if you feel like she's gonna dismiss you and like make it seem like it's a you thing and not a her thing, do what's best for your mental. If you can't handle that type of conversation, don't engage in it. You also do not have to make her an integral part of your life. You can live with her, but you don't have to tell her everything. You don't have to share yourself. You don't have to be open to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So like Ash said, like if you are living with her and you feel like it's not like a safe space for you, then you make a safe space for yourself. Don't engage her until you can go somewhere that's a complete safe space. But yeah, don't feel obligated in any way.
Yeah, I think that's something I definitely struggled with. Like, because all of this obviously happened when I was super young and, you know, going through those very important years. It's figuring out yourself, but then figuring out that relationship. And Yeah, it's a lot to go through, but I think at the end of the day, you have to be not the right wording, but like selfish, and you have to think of
That
yourself
is the
and
right
what's
word.
gonna. Okay, I was
That's the
like,
perfect
I
word.
don't know. It's like it has like such a bad connotation, but
Because we're
you have
taught
to be
like,
selfish.
yeah, we're kids and like they don't give kids any type of autonomy. We have feelings. We're people as well. So like absolutely be selfish with your space and like your
Yep.
energy and protect your mind. Because at the end of the day, we're the ones living our lives.
Yep.
We have to deal with everything going on in our heads. So just don't
Yep.
exacerbate it in any way you can because we have a decent amount of control like over that. So just leave her
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah. And you have to also remember, like, as you get older too, it's a privilege for your parents to be in your life. It's
Come
not a right,
on.
it's a privilege.
Come
So
on.
if they don't want to work and have that relationship with you, that is not on you. So don't
Woo!
put that on you. Woo!
Listen,
Come on, mom.
the mic is hot, okay? She's like, listen, because I felt like that for such a long time. I was like, oh, but this is my dad. Like, I have to, like, he has to be a part of my life. Like, especially everybody around me. Like, like I said, I'm the oldest of 4 kids. Like all my other siblings, like they talk to him basically, or they have like their own relationship. I'm the black sheep of the family. So like,
Yeah.
it's lonely. It's lonely creating boundaries sometimes. So don't let anybody make you feel like you're a bad person for protecting yourself. Your lived experience is your lived experience. Just because your aunties and uncles or whoever are just like, oh well, he's going through it, and like they try to defend him, they did not have the experiences you had with your mom.
Exactly.
So always validate yourself and protect yourself. That's it.
Done.
That's it.
That's it. Nothing else to be said.
Okay, here's a funny one because I was like, ooh, I might struggle with this too. I don't know where the line is between confident and cocky, and it's such a struggle of mine.
Damn, I wish I had that struggle. I'm like, I'm the opposite. I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm the total like, we're gonna fake it until we make it. So you might have to take the reins on this one.
No, like, because my journey with confidence has been a very long one. There's still areas in which I'm not like super confident, but overall, like I have a good grasp on who I am as a person.
Love that.
With that comes I also practice radical honesty. I'm very, very kind, but I am not nice because I used to be a people pleaser and let people walk all over me. So I understood, I couldn't be like nice anymore, but I'm definitely kind in my delivery of everything. But I set boundaries. I have no problem telling people things about myself or themselves, especially if they're in my realm.
Oh yeah. I've been on your Twitter. I know. But like, I live for it. I'm sitting there with the little flag. I'm like,
I was like, listen, don't get me to preaching. It doesn't happen often, but when I get to preaching, I preach. And I've been told, somebody called me cocky, and I was like, cocky how? Because I'm self-assured? I'm confused. I feel like cocky is more in the delivery than anything.
yeah. And for someone to call you cocky too, it's also like it's coming off insecure, like off their end.
That was going, ooh, good point. Because I was gonna say, usually people will project you like, oh, you think you're hot shit. No, baby, you think I'm hot shit. That's
that part! Exactly. It's like, this says more about you than me. Like,
yeah.
I'm just doing me.
Especially if I didn't say anything to you. We don't know each other, and you're just like, oh, you're cocky. Am I?
You're like, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, I was like,
Great.
so I don't take it as much as an insult anymore. But definitely if you're a confident person, there's many ways to exude confidence. A lot of people take the bold and brash way. They're all out and like, yeah.
Right.
Some people are more confident and quiet. You wouldn't know unless like you interact with them. So all of that is up to you, but definitely just be kind in your delivery Regardless of what you're saying, just be kind. It takes nothing to be kind. Just do that. And if they still find a way to call you cocky, then that's very much a them thing, baby. Do not internalize that at all. They're like, they see you living your best life, feeling your oats or whatever, and they're like, oh, she's cocky. Oh, no.
I love that. Damn, like, actually, this was advice for me. I'm the one that sent that in. I'm like, wait, damn, let me write this down real quick.
I'm screaming. So this baby said, the advice I need, okay, I had to move out at the age of 18 due to homelessness to a different city. Now at 19, thankfully I have a job and am surrounded by good money, but most importantly, a loving family. I have family back where the issue started, and to be honest, I don't want to go back. I voiced to those family members, my mom especially, that I'm not happy over there for so many reasons, but I don't want them to think I'm abandoning them. How do I move through this?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, though, congrats on you for like getting out and
absolutely
doing what you had to do to survive.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's amazing. So good job on doing that. I mean, you sound like a really responsible and respectful person. I mean, the fact that you struggled and you were going through what you were going through and you're still thinking of them just shows your character and your integrity and your morals. And at that point, kind of going back to what we were talking about on the other ones, that's just you needing to set boundaries and just say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Like, if it comes across that way, like, that's not my intentions, blah, 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 blah. And if they don't appreciate that, or if they still have an issue with that, then that's on them.
Absolutely.
And that 100% is not on you. Like, you're more than capable to have that open conversation with them. And if it goes sour, you can walk away knowing that you did everything that you could. Like, there's nothing that's going to reflect on you.
And then go back to your safe space that you created for yourself. Because you seem quite settled to me. That's what I was going to say. Like, you got out, you have a safe space now of your own. And you said you're surrounded by good people who care about you, and your finances are together, which is another thing that, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, you did what you needed to do for you. A lot of people, listen, what you got to understand is there are a lot of people living their lives and feel like they're stuck in situations that they could have, bounced out of, but simply didn't have the wherewithal to do it. You did that. You did.
Like, you did that.
You're give yourself credit.
Some of these people want to be. Like, you did what some of these people are thinking, well, I don't know if I could ever do that. Like, you're kind of a hero. You're
Absolutely.
kind of a bad bitch.
Absolutely. Yes. Receive all of this. Yeah. Yes. Be proud of yourself and know that, you had the strength to do all of that. What's one more conversation?
Exactly.
If you want to have the conversation, have it. If you feel like it'll be detrimental to your mental health, then don't. But from this, it already sounds like you kind of explained a little bit why you didn't want to come back and why it wasn't a safe environment for you. So I say stick with that. Honestly, you can still have the conversation, but do not waver on your points. Like, everything you left for a reason. Just remember that, because people are very good at trying to guilt you into doing certain things or try to make you feel bad. And that's a lot of what I feel like you might be feeling, because you said abandoning. You did not abandon anyone. You saved yourself is what you did. So be proud of that. Remember why you did it. And if that's not something they can, deal with or understand, then like Ash said, that's on them for real.
100%. Like, you did what you had to do. We're proud of you. And if no one has said that, then we'll say it. We're very, very proud of you.
Yes, we are. So proud of you, baby. You did that. All right. Next question. Oh my God. This baby said, I feel like I'm so behind romantically. Like, I've never been in a relationship or honestly done anything sexual with anyone, and I'm almost 20. 20?
Oh, you're baby.
I don't know. I'm just so close to lowering my standards. LMFAO.
No!
What do you mean lowering your standards, baby? You just got started. Keep them. What do you...
Oh my God. I need like an emergency button. I'm like a big red button. No. Don't ever do that.
First of all, you're so young. You're so young.
I think for some reason there's just this big pressure from society to do not even just like romantically, but like even go to school and buy a house. Like everything has to be done by a certain age, and that's just so not realistic. Everyone is on their own journey. You're doing everything at your own pace and time. And honestly, good for you not dealing with these like hormonal teenage boys because it's just a mess.
And it gets worse. It gets worse as they get older. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be the person to be like, get better. No, there are I've talked to 40-year-old men. Okay, they all suck. They all suck. I'm sorry. This is not helpful.
I mean, I was going to try to say that in the nice way, but like, let's just be honest, okay? Now that the Band-Aid's ripped off, let's just get real.
they suck at all ages, baby. There's going to be fun. You're going to find a diamond in the rough somewhere, but you still got to, it's a long journey you got to walk. Do not lower those standards. The fact that you have them so young, baby, keep them and expand them even. Create more. Create more because you're gonna need them is what I'm telling you. Down the road, things that you didn't even think about, you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't like that. Sit down. This is great. What's great about the space that you're in right now, you have plenty of time to get to know yourself and figure out what type of partner you even want. What type of person you even want to engage with. Because y'all know I've only had one boyfriend, and we met in college, and I was with him for 4.5 years. We are no longer together, but now I know exactly what type of person I want to be with next. I shouldn't have had to go through all the things I went through to get here, is what I'm saying. So just take that time. Take that time. Be really honest with yourself as well about what you want, the type of person you want to be with. And don't lower. Oh my God! Do not.
Don't ever even say that sentence.
Ever. If somebody
because,
says you have too many, what? There's no such thing.
The bar is already in hell as it is. So like, I don't know. Because my mom has been saying that because she's like, oh my God, I'm at the age now where she can sit here and be like, I want grandkids one day. And
oh, yuck. Yeah, my mom too.
Right? I'm like, So she's like, when you go and date or like you do this, do that, maybe your standards are too high. And I'm like, no. Actually, no. I just know what I want and I'm just waiting until I find it.
Absolutely.
And if that's what you're doing, as long as when you say maybe my standards are too high, as long as you're not like creating this false reality of what your partner is going to be, you know what I mean? Or you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to find someone like, if you're sitting here thinking I'm going to marry like Harry Styles or something, then we need to have a conversation.
Realistic, we're not finding a Disney prince, okay? It's not, we're not, realistic standards are perfectly fine. Oh my gosh. No, wait, Sam, you could keep this in. I've been trying to crate train Romeo this entire time, like to get him to go take naps in his crate, and he's doing it now. This is the first time. This is the first time he's done it, like just gone in voluntarily on his own and taken a nap.
They grow up so fast. An icon.
Anyway, no, yes.
Moment. I love that for you.
Thank you. No, but yes, baby, the standards make more.
Yeah, literally. And like sexually too, honestly. Okay.
Oh my God.
Like the first time or so is not going to be great anyway. So like it's going to be weird and awkward anyway. So like don't feel like you're really missing out. So like you're fine. Do it at your own pace.
They hyped this shit up so much. They hyped it up so much, and now we're grown, and I'm like, you guys just all lied. Y'all said it was literally. Y'all all lied. Y'all made it seem like it was just so great to do all this. Like, no, because then you develop feelings and you get attached to people that you shouldn't be attached to, and it just comes with its own pitfalls. And just baby, just don't worry about it. I promise, please don't.
It's all complicated. Just focus on yourself. You don't need that. Like when you're ready.
The time will come. Exactly. Yeah. It'll happen very naturally too. Don't try to force anything. Let everybody around you do whatever they're doing. Okay. You do you.
Literally. Word.
Okay. I'm so pressed about that.
I'm so happy for you.
He ripped all of his blankets out and now he's just sleeping on the pillow that's in there. So that's confusing, but he's doing it. I'm so happy.
Go Romeo.
Yes. Okay. Oh, this feels personal. Who wrote this question? Y'all talking about me? This is so rude. Somebody said, I've been making music for almost 3 years now and still haven't made my debut due to loads of overthinking and perfectionism.
Oh, well then I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one.
No, it feels pointed. It feels pointed. I feel very, very, very attacked in this.
Honestly though, let's get into the convo. Where's the debut? Where's the single? Actually, yeah, I wrote the question. I have many questions because we get these little snippets. You did like your whole Halloween show. We heard the notes, babe. Oh, we need the album.
Listen. Oh, okay. It sounds like to me that you have music that's done. I don't. So if you have music that's done and you're overthinking it, listen, I know all about overthinking. She's a master of it. I know all about perfectionism. We're all trying to heal over here, okay? It's a lot, especially because nowadays, regardless of whether you're just starting out, like people are accustomed to certain things. They want big rollouts and videos and lyric videos and everything. And it really doesn't matter whether you have the resources or not. People will just be like, oh, whatever, this is just a SoundCloud link, whatever. It does not matter is what I'm telling you. And that's how I've been pushing myself forward. Trying not to, well, first of all, recognizing where I am and like the resources I have. I'm not backed by a label. I don't have, a whole bunch of help. I've never done it before. It sounds like you've never done it before either. Just do what you can. Get it to a place where you're comfortable with it and then just put it out, because that's what I'm going to do. Because this entire time I've just been like, oh, well, it doesn't sound like it. You're just getting started. Some people don't even remember the first things that they put out. Okay? Mm-hmm. Do not play the comparison game. Regardless of who, around you might be doing music or doing whatever, do not compare yourself. Drop your shit. That's it.
Yep. And on the note of the whole being a perfectionist, that I can attest to. And my advice on that, and even people who always ask me, they're like, how do I get started on YouTube? The best advice is just to start and just to do it.
I'm so bad at that, Ashley. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm like, what do you mean just start? But because I have a whole thing in my head. I picture things in my head. I'm so fanciful. And I think about how I want it to be this grandiose thing. And then when I can't execute things the way that I want to, I just don't do them at all. Don't be like me.
No, don't do that, because I'm the same way. I have this whole vision or how I want it to exactly go out, or a production, and it's girl, it's just me in my bedroom. I don't know. She's a little delusional.
So. No, really, it's me in GarageBand. This sounds nothing like Jasmine Sullivan. This sounds nothing like Beyonce. I need to hang it up. It doesn't matter. And I don't know anything about the technical aspects. It's just give yourself grace and credit for creating in the first place. That's why I said, regardless of whether I vibe with the girlies or not, I don't talk bad, because guess what? They made music and they put that shit out for world consumption, for the world to judge them. It takes balls to do it, regardless of how it sounds. So put your shit out, just drop it. Don't even worry about it. If you want to do a cute little mini rollout, do what you can, but don't be mad that it's not this huge thing, baby. Those people have help. Those people have help and teams, and it's just us. So this is me talking to myself.
And even the people with teams and all that, they don't get it right the first time either.
Listen,
they don't get it right the time after that. You just learn through experience, so you just have to do it and figure out what you do like and what you don't like.
I'm terrified.
You're let me just sit real
no
quick.
because for me I feel like it's a little bit, we're talking about me now, I'm so sorry, but for me it's a little bit different, because I feel like people are waiting for me, and I'm
the expectation,
bro, it's eating me alive.
I get that.
I can't. In my mind, I'm like, bitch, if you flop, if you flop, it's over with. And I just can't come out the gate. I need to come out swinging like the girls do. I need to come out swinging to the
I
best
respect
of
that.
my ability. Just do what you can to the best of your ability and be happy and satisfied with that.
Exactly.
Damn.
That was real personal. Damn.
I feel like somebody wrote that for me. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it.
They disguised it as themselves, but really it's like, how do I ask nicely? Where is it?
It's the fact that I was like, 3 years. That's about how long. I don't appreciate it. God damn it. I love you guys.
We love the Warriors.
Yes. Okay. Oh no. Okay. This person said, I really like this guy, but he doesn't know how to express his feelings and emotions.
Ooh.
We have kissed and made out a few times, but every time I ask how he feels about me, it's I don't know or I don't do feelings. Should I be patient with him or am I wasting my time? You go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna be like, there could be trauma, there could be XYZ as an excuse, but the I don't do feelings. Oh, that was a red flag for me personally.
Yeah. What do you mean you don't do? We're kissing. What do you mean you're feeling my lips with your lips right now? What do you mean you don't do feelings?
Like, and I know you're feeling something. Like, you're not just a robot. I don't know. For me personally, well, wait, did they say how old they are?
They did not.
Okay, because I'm like, being younger, and it sounds like, it is a gay relationship. There could be something going on there, not fully being comfortable with themselves, XYZ, whatever. But for the most part, when someone says, like, oh, I don't do feelings, you need to run.
No, yeah. Because I don't want to say, like, you're wasting your time, because everything is an experience. I don't believe in failure, just lessons and things. But if you really find yourself like falling for this person or like you actually like them, you said you really like them and they're talking about they don't do feelings, I would remove myself personally. I'd be like, okay, so this isn't a safe space for my feelings. You can't communicate yours. Regardless of how like the kisses may be good and all of the whatever, you'll find somebody else to kiss who can express themselves, and maybe you removing yourself might wake them up a little bit, like, oh,
that too. There's some people that have to like lose something good to be like, oh shit, I do need to change, and that's unfortunate, but that's just how some people are, and it sucks. But
yep. Oh, this is cute. Somebody said, how do I come out of my shell? I don't like how shy I am.
Aww, baby. I can't say, which is so funny. I used to be the shyest kid, like,
really?
Ever. I feel like people wouldn't really guess that, but like, I was so shy. Like, I would never talk to anyone. I would never do anything that was around people. And it kind of continued a lot of my adolescent life and even into high school. Like, I wasn't necessarily shy in high school, but I definitely just didn't put myself out there. I was like, it's better this way. Like, but then once I got out of school and I realized, oh, people don't care. And like, that's a little bubble. I can do me. I just like let myself out, So I think more so being shy, it could be more of a mental block. And I think you just need to know, like, hey, if anybody doesn't like it, they don't need to be in my life. They don't need to be around. And just like do things that you are really into and that you really like, because then you're going to find people who have similar interests, and then that's a way to make a friend.
Yeah. I feel like my shit was the exact opposite. I was a very, very outgoing child. Very, it was main character energy. Like my grandfather recorded me like 24/7, like on his little video cameras. I had the mayatomlin show in the morning and the afternoon. And it was all of that. Yes. And then like as I got older and then bullying and all that other type of stuff happened, I kind of like I went more inward. And then like as an adult, I blossomed again. But if you're shy, I would say, like Ash said, go places by yourself. I do that a lot.
I do that all the time. It's so great. It's so underrated.
Go
it's
places.
So fun.
Go by yourself, pack a snack. You can take yourself out to lunch. I like going to museums and stuff like that. Just like be very, very comfortable with like your own company. That way when other people come into your space, you'll be more willing to like share yourself a little bit, or yeah, you'll just be a little bit more open to like talking to people once you're like super, 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 super settled with your own company. Because I feel like with shyness sometimes can maybe come loneliness.
Yeah.
And I,
Especially if you like exclude yourself or self-isolate.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do that on purpose because I like my company. I love my own company. There could be nobody here. I have Romeo now, but before him, I was still cooking with grease. I was like, yeah, I love it. I love being alone.
That's same. My sister, she was over here the other day, and she was like, "Do you ever get lonely?" And I'm like, "No." Like, it
literally,
was too. I was like, "No," and I was like, "Wait, was that a little too quick to answer? Like, is that a problem?"
That means we're just very, very comfortable with our own company. So I'd say make sure you're comfortable with your own company as well, and then just like find. Because I know some people have trouble like finding hobbies and stuff. Just like find something you like, find something that's local maybe, and go do it by yourself. And if you run into people there who are like because usually in like social spaces, there's always gonna be somebody who's like, hey, somewhere, you know, and you won't have to do all of the work on your own, basically. So that would be my advice.
Yeah, especially and like be open to talking to people too, because you never know where it could go. Like don't try to shut it down immediately, because sometimes I do that.
Really?
And then I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, or sometimes I mean it's more so from men, so I think it's a defense
Oh my god,
mechanism.
listen, no, that's perfectly safe. That's perfectly safe.
Yeah, I'm like, I am a woman in society. I don't trust you.
Very
so, but yeah, just be open and just don't be in your head about it, because that used to be my thing, was like, oh well, if I say this, it could come off wrong or I sound stupid. Like, no one really cares. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be good. You're good.
Absolutely. Oh, ew. Somebody said, how do you deal with being in a relationship with someone who wants to keep you a secret? You don't. Sorry.
No, that's the answer, but I just wasn't expecting you to say that.
What?
No, babes, you deserve to be with someone who is proud to show you off and like go places with you, and no.
I've done it.
Mental. Ooh. See, I haven't, and I'm very thankful for that.
Because, you know, unfortunately, yeah, we're in a day and age now where, like, bigger women are seen as cute. Still, fat phobia exists and things. But I very much was several secrets to several people. Not even solidified, like, boyfriend and girlfriend. Just, like, they didn't want anybody to know that we were even hanging out or talking. Girl, and that's when my self-esteem was, like, at its lowest, probably, and I was just happy to have anybody who like found me attractive and wanted to be around me, girl.
Like, we were in the trenches. Like,
no, absolutely, definitely the trenches. So yeah, no, you don't deserve that. I feel like there might be extenuating circumstances if you're like a celebrity or something. If you're a celebrity and you try to keep your shit on the low, if you're dating a Knicks player and we don't know about it, and you sign that NDA, baby, that's completely different. But like, if it's just
you want to get good dick and not a lawsuit,
period. Know? But if it's just regular old Joe from Minnesota, no, no, because what reason and excuse do you have trying to hide me? What's wrong? What's wrong with you?
Right. Yeah, I was just about to say, like, that just shows more of them. Like, they're embarrassed. Why? Like, why do you think that way? You know?
So, I would say no. I would say...
Yeah.
I would say, break up!
Run!
No, really, that's a huge red flag. I would obviously talk to them about it, too. Because at a certain point, it's like, it's not about ego or anything like that. Like, I'm your partner. I'm somebody you like enjoy being with, and why do we have to be a secret? Right. I would get clarification. I would talk to them. I'd be like, hey, so what's actually fucking going on? Like, do you like me for real, or am I a placeholder? Do you like somebody else? You're trying not to make sure that they, because that was one of my situations. I was a placeholder, and he told
you?
He told me after sex. He told me it was literally, we had just finished having sex. We were laying there and he was like, oh yeah, like, this girl, like, I really like her, and like I met her, I knew her before, like I knew you, so I kind of like really want to go after her, like, and try to get to know her. I was like,
what? That is disgusting.
After I had just given my body to you, sir. Really?
Wow.
Really? Okay.
And, like, the audacity too to even say that, like, you think you're so hot, like, not to go back to the other question of like
no, literally
that's crazy. See, y'all, you don't want to deal with that.
Listen, hell on earth. It was hell on earth. So run while you can.
Go the other way. Hell no. Ugh. That is awful.
Girl,
I'm so sorry.
That was me pre-therapy too, so you know what I did.
What? Not the giggles. I already know it's bad.
No, I intercepted.
No. Oh my god, Q&A on pause. Hold on, guys. This is time.
I interfered. He still doesn't know this. God, I hope he doesn't listen to this, because I guess we're semi. He gave me countless apologies after we graduated college, and he did some self work, and he said, "Oh my God, you deserve so much better," and like gave me a sincere apology. Didn't want to come back. He couldn't have if he wanted to, but I was like, "Thank you, I appreciate it." But I definitely intercepted because I knew her, and she was in our theater department. And I
no,
and I swore her to secrecy. I was like, "Girl, you better not tell." She was like, "I won't tell him anything," but I told her all about how I'd been with him for these last months and nobody knew, and I told her the circumstances I just told you. Like, he told me he liked you like right after we did. She was like, "Oh, he's disgusting." Oh, absolutely not. Like, she was like you. She was like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?" Like, it was on my side.
Date, right?
Hell no, they didn't.
Good. Like, you did her a favor.
Girl, no, I went.
Let her know.
I cut the cord before he can even get there.
Exactly.
It was literally like it was like the next day too. I was like, "Oh, you got me full circle fucked up." I want to go before you even get a chance to try and talk to her, because he was cute and like they knew each other, and I was like, he might actually. I was like, I'm gonna ruin all of his.
I love that though. I love it.
Because how dare you treat me this way?
I love scorned women. It's my favorite genre.
So all of this to say, baby, no, you're nobody's secret.
Exactly. Life lessons. Don't do that.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that. That's so crazy.
That was a great story time. Oh my God. I wish I had something like that, but then I don't,
No, you don't. I have to. All of my stories are equally like, oh my God, but I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, you poor thing. But like, I get it. Because men they really be out here. Like, that's a whole different story time, but like, wow.
Yes. Cut all this out, Sam. We're just oh my God.
Sam, keep it in. Let the people know.
Listen, okay, fine, whatever. Fuck it. Yeah. All right. Next question. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. How to recognize energy vampires that are quote unquote friends and how to remove them.
Oh, see, this is where I kind of have a little more expertise, because I definitely have had very bad friendships in the past, or very like transactional friendships. That might
I hate that word. Oh, not transactional.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I didn't have the trauma with the relationships, but boo, I definitely had the friendships where it was like, what is even the point? And the best thing you can do is just remove yourself. I mean, there's really nothing you can do to change their mind. They're there for one purpose. And even if you did change their mind, do you want to be friends with someone who is thinking that way? Right. And has those kind of morals? You know what I mean? So even if it's a close friend, because I know sometimes, it can be someone who's in the group that you're in, and it can be kind of hard to remove yourself. But you just have to figure out how to like slowly kind of back away and figure out what's going to work for you, and give your energy and time to people who actually deserve it.
I want to know, but like transactional, like Please, I want a story from you now. What do you mean? Like,
mine was more so in high school. I was friends with this girl like from middle school all the way into high school. And I was really close with like the theater department, like the head of the theater department, choir and all that. And so when we were around the heads or people who were in charge, that was when she would like be my friend and like hang out and like, you know, get an in kind of a thing. And then once we weren't around them, I didn't even exist. Like she'd go talk to her other friends would like talk shit about me to her in front of me. And I was just kind of sitting there like, wait, I'm so confused because I thought we were friends. But then you go and do that? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. And so I eventually just kind of cut contact. And like I think to this day I'm blocked on like all social media. Like we haven't talked since high school. But that's fine because I'd rather not deal with that.
Exactly.
So, I'm good. But yeah, no, just don't even put up with it. It's really not going to do you any good, especially if you're the type that's going to sit there and think that that reflects you. It doesn't at all. And you just need to know what your worth is, what your value is, and give it to other people.
Because clearly they do. They know what your worth is.
Exactly.
They know your worth. They want your energy. They like being around you. And people like that, 9 times out of 10, they're dealing with like some sort of narcissism in which that's where they get their energy from, is other people and like how other people make them feel about themselves or their situation or whatever. I've dealt with this as well. In adulthood, and it was not fun because I'm like, bro, we're like 25. What is this? And it was also, was it transactional? It was more like a, I want to stick around and see where you're going type situation.
Yeah, felt that. I definitely, from childhood friendships, and it felt like they knew with YouTube and stuff something was going to happen. So, yeah, unfortunately, I understand that. And it's just crazy how people are like that.
Yep, and then they'll come out of the woodwork when good things happen. It's like, oh my God, hey, like, how are you doing? Girl.
Literally, because I posted about because I'm going to VidCon and stuff this year, and people that I haven't...
Congratulations.
Thank you. But people that I haven't even talked to in like 7 years from high school were messaging me, and I was like, what?
They want that pass. They want that guest pass.
I'm like, no.
Me when Ariana posted me, so many people.
That was crazy. That was why. I remember that day like so vividly though, because I remember messaging you and being like, did you see this? I was like,
girl, I was at work at Target. I did not see shit until I got off of work. No, but with all of the congratulation texts and messages came messages of, oh, hey girl, how you doing? Like, oh, I saw this happen. Wow. Like, we should go out for drinks, girl.
Oh, God. Like little leeches. I feel them on my skin.
Oh my God. We should go out to drinks. We should hang out. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in such a long time. And I'm like, that was for a reason, Veronica. That was for a reason.
Veronica. Damn. Ugh.
Disgusting. No, but baby, they recognize your energy. They know exactly who you are. We need you to know who you are. Take your energy elsewhere to people who deserve it.
Yes. Don't let leeches get onto you like that.
Absolutely.
There's no point.
Because they'll try to stay there. And they'll stay there for as long. They're never going to leave. Be clear. They're never going to leave. If the only way they're going to leave is if you remove them. Because they'll suck you dry for as long as you allow. Trust and believe. Like.
Yeah. No. It's just not good. Don't put up with it. I think that's the moral of all these stories. Is like, just don't put up with it.
No, for real. Do not put up with it. Oh, okay. We have come to our last question, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but it's a good one.
Oh, God. Okay.
Very simple, but not. How do I get through my early 20s? I have no idea what I'm doing with my life.
Oh my God. I think we need some. Is there another guest coming on?
Literally. Literally. How old are you again? Remind me.
I'm 26. I'll be 27 in November.
Okay, I'm 28.
Yeah. So we're pretty close.
Listen. My early 20s were tumultuous.
Mm.
my early 20s were a shit show. Okay, so please don't feel bad about wherever you are. Like, I promise, it's just those are the growing pains. You're figuring out who you are as a person. You're seeing yourself, because I saw myself reflected in like the friends around me, the men that I would associate with, and I was like, oh, I don't like that I do this, or I don't like that like these are the things that I've been like accepting. So like now is the time to really get into yourself so you don't have to do it in your 30s or your 40s. I guarantee you there are 50-year-old people walking around who have no clue who they are as people. Don't be one of them. Take this time, figure it out, figure it all out. Again, like I told in the last question, be very honest with yourself and what you want to do. Because I've always known what I've wanted to do, but I was just too scared.
Oh my God.
I was too scared, and I was listening to everybody around me about what was practical, and, what was going to make me the most money, and how I was going to have like a completely stable life and stuff. And I would have wanted to die if I would have done.
Me, the idea of being behind a desk for a 9-to-5 job, just punching in numbers.
Girl.
No, girl, I cannot do it. Nope. But the whole like practical thing, for some reason, I mean, not for some reason, but a lot of the times when you want to do something artistic or in this field, it's a 1 in a million chance of it working out. You're not going to make money, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just so depressing.
It is.
It's so sad.
And you can't listen to those people because, unfortunately, while they may seem as though they have good intentions, you don't know what people want for themselves or what they feel like their limitations are. And they will definitely try to push that onto you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So you got to drown out every other voice. I'm telling every other voice, even the people that you love and care about, drown those voices out. Listen to yourself and what you want for yourself. It is the way I was in college for 5 years. I
should close up. You're like, let you know.
No, because I need y'all to understand. I was in college for 5 years. I changed my majors 3 times, and none of them were to music. None of them were to theater. Because I was just trying to do what people said was, gonna help me have a nice life, regardless of what I actually wanted for myself. So figure out what you actually want, even if it feels unattainable right now. Be honest with yourself, and we can work from there. But do not dismiss yourself. The world is going to do that. You have to validate yourself. Whatever you want in life, wherever you want to be, work it out. Get you a cute little journal. I'm a journaling girl.
I love that. I need to get back into it. I used to do it, and then I don't know what happened.
I'm an addict. I'm an addict. I have way too many just empty journals. I'll just buy them because they're cute.
Me, I literally have a shelf over here of like 3 journals that I'm like, yeah, I'll use this. And then
yes,
I am so bad about it. But yeah, your early 20s. I mean, I feel like I'm now entering my stage of late 20s. So I can just say, as someone who is in this position, who I am now is so different than who I was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
In the best way possible.
Yes.
So you just have to just trust the process and just allow it to happen and just self-discover, figure out what you do like, what you don't like. One thing I definitely would recommend, this is something that I'm doing personally, is things that I know that I don't want to repeat that like my parents did, or things,
Come on.
rough. It's rough. So definitely recognize traits or things that you might have gotten instilled in you just from being around your parents, and work on not having that. So then in the future, for future partners, if you end up having kids, you don't continue that tradition as well.
Woo! Yes, be the breaker of generational trauma. Hey, we're doing it. It's possible.
As the eldest daughters, if we can do it, you can do it.
No, literally, you can. And be nice to yourself. I keep saying that all the time. Be kind to yourself, give yourself grace, and it's okay. Everything will be okay. It's what I wish I could go back and tell my 21-year-old self. That bitch was spiraling. I was like, girl, it's okay. Yes, girl, like, it'll be okay. It'll be perfectly fine. That was my super senior year. Senior year of college when I started my channel, and I had no fucking clue what I was going to do with my life. Zero. Yeah. I had no idea, and I was just like, let me just get on camera.
Right? Because like that makes sense.
Let me just get on camera and tell some stories.
Literally same.
Yep.
Like I was out of high school, not going to school, so I was like, all right, this makes sense.
Oh, you didn't go to college?
Nope.
Work, bitch. It's a scam.
Right? I'm like, no.
I'm sorry.
What's up?
Listen, college was good as far as like figuring out who I was as a person, but other than that, nah.
Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like,
no, for real. Like you can. There's other ways. It was good for socials, and I dealt with all types of people in school. You know, discovered racism and things. All of that.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. All types of life experiences, but yeah, let yourself experience life, babe. Don't put any pressure on yourself as well. Everything will fall into place.
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to the other question of feeling like you have to do things by a certain age. That is so not the case. Like, just do what works for you. It'll happen when it happens, and just trust the process.
Absolutely. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for being here. This is so much fun. Like,
this was great. I'm like, are you sure we don't have another question?
Hold on, let me look. Hold on. Let me look. Maybe.
I'm like, wait a minute. I'm being a therapist today.
I love it. Let me see. Oh, this is cute. Okay. What are your thoughts on self-esteem and how to lift others up?
Oh, that's kind of a cute note to end on.
No, yeah, for sure. I've done a lot of work on my self-esteem, and I can honestly say I like myself now, whereas before I could not say that.
Same.
So definitely just taking that time to get to know yourself, facing all of the parts of yourself that you don't like as well.
Yep.
And I keep saying be honest with yourself because it's so key. Like,
it's so true. It really is. Like, it hurts. It sucks because it's like no one wants to be negative. It's sucks about yourself. But like, it's just, you have to do it. And I think honestly, once you accept that you are human and you are going to have faults, and you know you're not going to be a perfect person and make people mad, it just makes everything so much easier. And it makes it so much easier if someone comes to you being like, you know, this hurt me that you did, or this, that, whatever. Because then you can accept it and be like, oh, damn, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. And then you move on. You become a better person.
Yep. And that makes it easier for you to lift up the people around you as well.
Yep.
Once like you're settled in yourself in that way, and you understand everybody's going to go through their shit. Everybody's going to feel insecure. Everybody's going to feel like you're going to experience all of those feelings. It's how you move through it afterwards. Yeah. And what you give your energy to. So as long as you're being kind to yourself and it's positive, not that toxic positivity, but like, but like, because that's the thing too. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, sunshine and rainbows. Like, all you have to do is just, it'll be okay. Like, no,
drink
like
some water.
You know, basic life shit. My God. Yeah, just be real with yourself. Be nice. Lift yourself up. I talk to myself in the mirror. I'm one of those people.
Oh, I talk to myself all the time. Like, girl, I'm cooking dinner and I'm having a whole on conversation.
Yep. I'm like, we did good today. We did this.
Literally. I'm just like, damn, bitch.
So that's a good way to like build your self-esteem. Like, fall in love with yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Despite everything that you might not like about yourself, whatever, fall in love with who you are, because there's nobody like you. That is it. People love saying that's cliche, but it's so fucking true. There's nobody like you. So get into that, and that'll definitely make it easier to like lift up. Like, if you have friends who are dealing with like self-esteem issues, or they're struggling with like liking and loving themselves, like encourage them by being an example.
Exactly. And I would say that too with creators. Like, you can always tell who the creator is based on their audience.
Ooh, that's a whole different conversation, girl. That is a whole different. Woo! Not you can tell who the creator. Hey, listen, because what I say spirit recognizes spirit, energy recognizes energy. So if I'm attracting good people, hey, hi. You know,
that's got to say something.
A little bit. Damn.
Right. I was just gonna say it's like the same thing for like even people who are viewers. Like, look at creators and see the type that they're attracting, and if you want to be the same way, then just look at yourself and work on it and be the kind of person that you like, you know, and like that you admire and you watch.
Yes. And if you guys are, for the babies who love us, who've been watching us and supporting us, like Lizzo said, if y'all love us, y'all can love yourselves. Amen.
Oh, period.
For real. Y'all can sit on end and watch us cackle and talk shit about TV and movies and shit. Baby, you can love yourself. Without a doubt, it is possible. And I'm not gonna lie and say it happens overnight, because it does not. It takes time. It takes time and consistently being nice to yourself. That inner voice, make sure she's nice. Because my friend told me I had Mother Gothel in my head.
Oh my God.
No, real shit. No, but it was true. He was like, "You're such a light." Like, and that's literally what Mother Gothel was there to suck the light out of baby girl. Don't let your light get sucked out. Okay, make sure that she's thriving.
Exactly.
That's what's most important.
That honesty, though, that's a good friend.
No, for real. He read me down one day, and I was like, "Oh my God." He was like, "Don't let that bitch win. Don't let Mother Gothel win." Okay.
You're like, damn, shit. Okay, my bad.
Yes. But okay, now we're gonna leave.
Okay, no, that was a good note to end it on.
I loved this so much. Thank you so much again for doing this. Tell everybody where we can find you, girl. What are those socials?
I am all over the internet. You want to come find me on Twitter, YouTube, just type in Ashley Ippolito, or you can find me on Reacts by Ash or Your Internet Mom Ash as well.
Yes, because Mama has what? 2 channels. Okay.
She hates herself, but it's okay.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you to everybody watching with us on Patreon as well. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.